554. So this could all turn around tomorrow, and we could see ourselves using around 516, 514 as a bounce location, a bounce target. Say, what if we fail under 532 and get retested, failed, and back into 5 before we even touch 514, right? So now that some. Okay, so that was yesterday, April 9th, 2025. Today is April 10th. Let's go and analyze what happened today. We have got a failure below 532, a retest of 532, and a bounce location of around 514, 516. You could say maybe it was a little overextended, right? So I pretty much nailed it. So what could we look towards in the future? Well, let's just go to the monthly chart. And analyze a few indicators. So at the bottom here, we got the RSI touching the bottom Bollinger Band. It has not left. So if we have a downside tomorrow, back into 514, 516 area, we could see another, either a prolonged push down to 503, and then another gosh darn bounce with the RSI. See, a push down into 503 would definitely guarantee a more RSI action in the future. There's no guarantee that anything's going to happen in the future, but we're just looking at the indicator, and the indicator is somewhat screaming that there should be a bounce. Even though we had a bounce, what if the historic bounce is not over yet? Look at what the location of the middle of the Bollinger Band is. If we get an RSI bounce back to the Bollinger Band, that would be the most historic bounce in the history of mankind. So another thing to note is that we touched the entire January move. That was 100% retracement down back to January 2024. So what does that say about Biden's economy? Was Biden's economy that strong, or was Biden's economy that weak that a few tariffs crushed his entire legacy? A few tariffs crush the entire legacy of Joe Biden? I don't think they're going to allow that to happen. Or would they? So we were told that Biden's economy was the greatest and the bestest. What he was doing is the greatest and the bestest, and a few tariffs decimated that in just 2 months. If that. This is one of the biggest self-owns on Democrats in the history of mankind, that their economy is so fragile that a few tariffs just crushed it. This is more indication that things need to change in America and or the world for for anything. For anything. Anyway, but if we let's go to the weekly chart. We got our bounce back into the Bollinger Band. But this money flow has never been this low. Well, it has been this low, and it has been this low at the bottom of the 2022 October bounce. Okay, so the money flow has been this low before, but the last time it was this low was the 2022 October low, which was the reversal of the 2022 crash, right? Let's see if we can go back any further. It was the reversal of the COVID crash, right? The money flow is it's so low. It was the reversal of the December 18th crash. The money flow was so low that it was the reversal of the August 15th, or not 15th, but a 2015 crash, right? I can't even see that far back. I gotta zoom out. Okay. Okay, so here we have an instance. Okay, so this could be as bad as the 2028 crash if we go lower, which means stocks will go lower. So right over here. Okay? We are here on the money flow chart. We could go lower. So it's anyone's game. Good news, bad news. The market's going to move on news. I would not go all in. I would not go all in, but I would, dollar cost average. Hey, stocks are on sale. Uh, Democrats are screaming that stocks are on sale. Buy the frickin' dip. That's what we're trained to do. We're trained to buy the dip. All right, my retirement account, I buy the dip. I buy every week. I throw it in. It's automatic. It's in my check. There are millions of people like me in the world that are just automatically buying into the retirement every week. You have to think about that. I mean, there are so many things to talk about. Where could we go into the future? I have no clue. Like I said, if we get a push down into 503, they will toss the RSI back out of the Bollinger Band again. So we're looking for another gosh darn bounce after we hit 503, right? If we keep continuing up, these will start to curl over some of these indicators for a revival of some kind of V-shaped recovery back to 455, 460, 470, We have no clue. Any good news is good news. Any bad news, it's already pretty bad. Could there be any worse bad news? So stay vigilant out there. Okay, so right, YMAX. So like I said, this lower target that I've been drawing, that I have drawn from weeks ago. All right, I thought it was resistance, and it's proving to be so. So what does that mean? Well, maybe there's more downside, but the weekly indicator still shows a buy even though it's been crashing. If we go to the monthly, yeah, we could go lower down to 12 easily. It would be the bottom of the regression line. We can go lower. There's no guarantee. It's even got a monthly buy signal. That's crazy. The indicators are going crazy, y'all. Don't go all in. If you go all in and you win, congratulations. I hope the best for you and your family and all that good stuff. But check out this BTC chart, I guess, real quick. I've been talking about how I could be stuck in this zone for a while, and it's just been bouncing around in this zone. We can see clearly the top at around 84K. It is not, well, like, it has not technically touched this lower target of 73,437. That's a palindrome, by the way. 73,437. It has not touched it yet. It could touch it in the future. It has room to fall down on the Bollinger Band on the monthly chart. So Bitcoin can go down. If Bitcoin goes down, which means the market goes down, which means the SPY will be overextended again, and which means it will line us up for another bounce. Okay, makes sense? Okay, makes sense. Have a good day.